right, welcome back. This is the second week, and we are actually overall positive. So yeah, let's continue with that. All right, so basically, here we have the percentage values, and we were basically the worst point. We were -8%, and then we went all the way up to 2%. And you can see we're kind of recovering around last week in the middle, right? And then ended around here, and then we basically gained us around the 7 point something percent in a day. That was because of the DeepSeek news. Then I kind of here I took profits, and then basically it was just kind of going throughout the week, a little negative, and then we ended back positive. So pretty good course. Here we basically have the same thing. Here we have the percent daily chart. So last week it was kind of weird. We ended up positive. That was good. But most of the week was negative. This week, we started off at like almost an 8% gain and went back down a little. Actually, we kind of lost around, it was around 3 point something. And then went back up at the end of the day. So yeah, that was mostly based on the tariff news. So here we have Nasdaq. We're getting quite close to it, underperforming I think by around 2 point something. We'll see. So here we basically have the week performance. So this week we gained 6.6. Nasdaq at least had a losing week, so that's good. 2.5. We outperformed 2 of the 5 days. Now we're actually outperforming 35% a day, so we're slightly going up. That's good. And now we're underperforming for around basically 4%. You can see here. I mean, Nasdaq is more volatile, right? So I'm kind of more focused on SPY. At the moment, I'm not holding anything. I'm all cash right now, so I kind of have like those two options, right? Hold SPY or be cash. And so right now I'm just cash. So if SPY or Nasdaq goes down, right, we're not going to be losing. So yeah, Nasdaq has to go around 4%, and if I take profits along the way, that could probably mean a 2% fall, and we're outperforming. So we'll see. SPY, here we have similar graph. SPY's kind of was really affected by it, but then recovered quite well. So it's kind of in the middle here. So we outperformed 3 out of the 5 days, so 60%, and then it lost 1% exact this week. And then here overall we're actually increasing quite a bit, so now we're at 35.7, same as Nasdaq, and then we're underperforming by around 4% here also. So I mean, same thing. If it falls, we don't lose, and then if it falls, I can also gain more profits on that. And then if it goes up, I have the ability to take a trade that goes up. So we're looking pretty good. Dow Jones was not even affected by it. The only thing it was affected by was tariffs. So we'll see how well it holds up. Last time it was all the way up here, did not hold up very well, so we'll see. Only 2 out of the 5, so same as Nasdaq, and then it gained 0.24%, so it actually gained positive. So last week we were only 11% outperforming the days. Now we're 21%, so that's pretty good. And then you can see here that Dow Jones didn't really even have a fall. It's kind of just been climbing, so that one's around 6%. So I think Dow Jones is just kind of a wait and see type thing. Like last time it was super high and then it just crashed down, so we'll see. Here we have everything. So we're kind of right here. So I mean, really, I'm kind of just expecting like boom, 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 and then this either to fall or it could go up, but we'll see. You can see right now that Dow Jones is on top, SPY's in the middle, and Nasdaq's kind of at the bottom. So last time we saw this, I think it was around the election time, after the election. Dow Jones just kept on falling. Had like two huge losing weeks, so we'll see. So here we're actually overall on a positive daily gain, so that's great. Just trying to keep it up. Now you can see in this time frame we're really volatile. We're having huge like wins or losses. You can see 7.8, 1.9, but then we have -2.4. Like we have 3 -2.4s. It's very volatile. Here's a 2.6. So this time period is a very volatile time. So here you can see the first day was crazy. So here we gained around 8%. And then mostly Nasdaq did lose, and then SPY did lose, and Dow actually ended up positive. Then we lost a little here, and then we didn't. Here we actually outperformed SPY, so that was good. And then here we underperformed, and then here kind of just regained these losses, so that's good. There was also Apple earnings this week, which weren't good. Meta earnings weren't good. Tesla earnings, they did not beat expectations, but because it's Tesla, it just kind of goes up. And then you have, what else did we have? ASML. They did beat their earnings, but the stock was almost close to neutral, and then it kind of went back up a little. So not really great. We have more semiconductors this week. Google, Amazon, yeah. So we'll see. So here we have, so you can see kind of the proportion is still quite wide. I'm expecting this to like slowly decrease over time. 75%, so that's good. We only had one losing trade. And now you can see our gain is actually huge right now, 3.24, and our loss is only negative 1.21, so same as last week, which is interesting. Standard deviation did increase by a lot. That was because of that one day. SPY gains did increase by a little, but then you can see that their losses more than doubled. I'm expecting it to range around this here, and then this gain should slowly come down. Yeah. The standard deviation also 0.81, so it did increase. So here we have 2.678. So we're actually the division thing that we're performing better, compared our losses to our gains better than SPY. That's mostly just because of the 3.24 that one day. And so you can see here we can have a loss around negative 2.28 or a gain of 1.7. Right now we're at we're negative 2.2. So yeah, this could increase by more than double, or this can decrease quite a bit. So I think we're good. Let's see. And then you can see our difference is actually positive and greatly positive with the two things. So 1.27 compared to negative 2.5. However, the standard deviation did increase by quite a bit. So it's kind of just like how volatile it is. The standard deviation for SPY is close to double than what it was like in the longer periods of time. So you can see how this time period is very it's very volatile. It can change a lot. Let's see. And then mean transaction 7.1, and then we only had one day trade, and it's been a long time. So 0.07, 87 cents, and overall 0.384 compared to negative 587 from last week. So this is really good. Yeah, I mean, we have a good week ahead of us. More earnings, not too much economic data, not too much. So we'll see. Yeah, and I'm just holding 0 positions right now, so not bound to anything. Last week I was holding the short, which is how I made a profit overnight on the DeepSeek stuff. And so yeah, thank you for watching.